my name is Stefanie Kyriazis and I am a volcanologist. I'm here today at Capulin Volcano National Monument to talk to you guys a little bit about how volcanoes form. Now, Capulin Volcano is what we call a cinder cone, which is only one of many types of volcanoes. There are three things that go into what kind of volcano you make, and those are volume, viscosity, and volatiles. Volume means how much magma goes into making the volcano. Capulin's a pretty small volcano. Cinder cones usually are maybe about a mile across. So obviously there wasn't a lot of volume going into this volcano. There's only a small amount of lava that's spilled out on the surface. Now, other volcanoes have a larger volume, and we'll talk about that a little bit more later. Another thing that goes into what kind of a volcano you have is viscosity, or the thickness of the lava. Now, Capulin is made of a lava called basalt, which is a very thin sort of lava, and it would flow kind of like molasses on a hot day. Pretty liquidy, not very thick. Another thing that goes into the shape of a volcano is the volatile content, or how much gas is contributing to the eruption. Some eruptions are very violent. These eruptions have a lot of volatiles dissolved in the magma, or a lot of gas that contributes to the eruption. Others do not have a lot of volatiles, and they tend to just flow without very much explosiveness. So, Capulin Volcano, as you can see here, pretty small volcano, low volume, pretty low viscosity, but high volatile content, and that caused pieces of magma to fragment off as they were exploding out of the vent and to rain down in the sky and gradually build up this cone with a series of cinders, or bits of magma or lava that were blown apart and collected in layers. Now over here, in the same volcanic field, we have Sierra Grande. This is a different kind of volcano. If Capulin is a cinder cone, then Sierra Grande is what we call a shield volcano. Now this has different quantities in those three V's I was talking about. It has a high volume. As you can see, it's much bigger than Capulin. Capulin is maybe about a mile across. This shield volcano over here is probably tens of miles across. So it was a high volume eruption. In terms of viscosity, it's about the same as Capulin. It's a low viscosity, or not very thick magma, pretty liquidy, pretty runny, and that's why it's spread out over a broad area as opposed to building up a steep cone. However, it does have low volatile content. Capulin has a high volatile content that caused the magma to fragment into pieces as it was exploding and build up this cone that we have here, whereas Sierra Grande did not have a lot of gases to cause that explosiveness, so instead most of this lava just sort of ran out over the surface of the earth to form this broad shield structure as opposed to the steeper cone built up by Capulin. So those are just two of many kinds of volcanoes, but they do illustrate how differences in these three V's of volcano shape, volume, viscosity, and volatiles, contribute to vastly different looking volcanoes, even if you start with the same type of lava, basalt in this case.